Hey everyone, I wanted to cover a quick video on these live streams that I've been doing and showing exactly how I'm trading. And some of you have been asking what am I looking at when I'm looking at the intraday order flow as well as a daily order flow, and what the text above where it says number above the candle bars is difference between buyers and sellers. So this number right here is what I'm talking about. This number right here it shows the difference between aggressive buyers or aggressive sellers. And what does that mean? So when a buyer is hitting the ask of the price, that's going to count as, let's say, +1 here, if that happens. If they sold aggressively into the bid, this would be -1. And so these bars right here are 20K bars. And this number right here shows out of 20,000 contracts, there's 1,308 more contracts that hit the bid instead of people that hit the ask. So to me, this gives me a hint of weakness in the market because as it's going up, people are still hitting the bid even though it's slowly going up. And going to the daily bars, I kind of look at the same thing and it paints me a bigger picture on where the market is currently. And that way I could combine both the daily and the intraday to be aligned on the same move of the market. So for example, the chart I was just showing you, it was showing that we had this push up right here with 40,000 more sellers and buyers. This actually happened at the very end of the day. I'll show you that in a second. But as this market was going up, there was about 1,000, I think, or 2,000 more sellers and buyers as it was going up. And that's why here I was actually looking for short opportunities. For example, we saw this push up here. I didn't trade here. This is about 6:44 yet. I usually like to start trading around 7 a.m. And as it was going up here, I started seeing like 1,500 more sellers and buyers after this push up. So looking at the daily, I saw that there was a potential good short opportunity with a small stop if it keeps going higher. And this started selling off. I took a small, I think it was a 5-point move here and locked in the profits because of the strong move here, but it ended up selling significantly more. And then as it started going up, I started seeing this bar right here was showing like 1,500 more buyers and sellers. But then by the time it started closing, sellers started accumulating. So I just added a short here into this kind of area here. And then also one right here when I started seeing this push higher, but then there were sellers accumulating. And this thing also turned around and sold off. Again, I didn't like the rally that we had that day, so I was just locking in. Like this was about 9 points on one contract and 6 points on the other, which is still a great trade. But again, it kind of sold off. I could have waited to lock in more profits when I saw more buyers and sellers here, but I just locked it in and called it good. The reason why I don't really show like more indicators that I personally use or other things is I like to keep it simple because the point of this live stream is for you to see the order flow, see roughly how I use it, and you could use your own indicators and strategies to kind of align with what the order flow is doing. For example, let's say if you have a strategy that's thinking of going short also, you would see, let's say, a push higher here. Let's say you're waiting for a breakout at a certain price. It does that, you see confirms with order flow, you go in on that as well, and then you lock in a short at your strategy. And as I was saying, this 40K right here was mostly accumulated at the end of day after market close, and here's how it looks like on the order flow for the intraday. So we had the market close like roughly right here, and then you just started seeing 11,000 more sellers and buyers and 19,000 more sellers and buyers, and then about 3,000 more sellers and buyers all in this last couple candles, which is kind of painted this 40,000 more sellers and buyers for this green bar day. So this kind of gives me a hint that we might see some weakness going into Sunday and Monday as sellers are accumulating here at the peak. So I'll be very interested in seeing what happens on Sunday and Monday. I'll be most likely looking for short opportunities. But then again, if the market is rallying, like if, for example, here, and I'm looking for short opportunities, I'm not going to be going short. There's no indication here for me to go short. until I see much more sellers and buyers. Like for example, 900 here, almost 1,000 is a decent amount, but I think with a strong push like this, I'd be very cautious on taking the short. I hope that kind of gives you a quick understanding of how I intend to use this live streams for now. And obviously, I'm still trading live on these live streams, so you could see exactly where I'm going short or where I'm going long, which could help you also either trade in that direction or just sit out. And yeah, and also the main reason why I don't like actually sit and talk most of the time in these live streams, I usually just chat in there, is because one, it's a little bit distracting for me to constantly just sit at the computer and look for trades and talk to people. I like to just be focused on trading. And if I don't see something, I'm not gonna sit at the computer and just go watch the market move. In the past, I've done that, and it sometimes makes me overtrade and be a little bit distracted when I'm sitting there looking for opportunities. So now what I usually do is I just start the live stream. I'm trading live, and sometimes I'm at the computer. Other times I'm out and about doing something. I'm connecting to my desktop on my phone and making live trades like that. So that kind of explains why I don't normally just sit and talk to people like other YouTubers. So if you found this video helpful, if this is your first time even seeing these charts, feel free to subscribe and you could see exactly what I'm talking about when I'm trading live. You could check out the live videos that I take, and hopefully you find it helpful. I'm combining over 8 years of experience here trading, and thanks for watching.